David Beckham as he debut for Paris Saint-Germain. Details of Lionel Messi's new deal with Barcelona, and there's action from the new Premier League darts and Super League netball season.
First this hour, we understand Chelsea and Frank Lampard have held positive talks over a new deal. The midfielder is out of contract in June, and up until now the club has been resolute in refusing to make him an offer. However, with the 34-year-old in sensational form, it seems they've had a change of heart. Lampard has scored 15 goals in 33 appearances for club and country this season, including, of course, the winner against Brazil. Lampard's agent has refused to comment, though.
When you get to the older age, you realise even more what it is to play for your country. You know that it won't go on forever, and every time I'm in and around the squad, I'll give my all, whether it's being starting, whether it's on the bench. I've got a lot of respect for the manager. I think he respects that I want to help in any way I possibly can, and if we can keep that going, then brilliant.
You're up to 94 now, but there's only 4 more games this season for England, which means to get to 100, you've got to play again next season. Does that in any way figure in terms of when you sort out your future?
No, because I won't retire. So wherever I go, I hope, whatever happens in my career, and I don't honestly know, I'll try, if I can play at a great level of football and play at my best, then I'll just see what happens. And you know what, if I don't get to 100 caps, I've given everything in every game I played, so that'll be it.
Lampard has made 17 appearances in the Premier League this season, scoring 10 goals. His shooting accuracy, 68%. His goals-to-shots ratio is an impressive 40%. He's created 16 chances, but no assists so far. His shot conversion rate is the best in the Premier League this season, and he's well ahead of teammate Juan Mata and Arsenal's Lucas Podolski.
Well, talks between Lampard and Chelsea continue. They could be influenced by new Premier League financial regulations. A majority of the 20 clubs have agreed in principle to the introduction of spending controls on player salaries and annual losses from next season. The new regulations state that clubs will be limited to posting a maximum loss of £105 million aggregated across 3 seasons from 2013 until 2016. Any club that make a loss up to the limit of £105 million will be required to provide proof of adequate future funding from their owner for the next 3 seasons. While Premier League Chief Executive Richard Scudamore says they'll push for any club that breaks a limit to be levied with a points deduction. Meanwhile, clubs whose total player salary bill exceeds £52 million will only be able to increase their wage bill by £4 million for the next 3 seasons through distributed revenue from the Premier League Central Fund, which includes TV revenue.
The meeting was good. Importantly, the clubs supported change, and now it'll be up to the board to put it into rules.
Have you voted for financial fair play and wage restraint control?
We've all voted, and it was overwhelmingly supported. So
all 20 clubs voted for it?
Not all clubs. Some are a little concerned, but broadly, the vast majority of the clubs voted in favour, and that will now go to the board for putting into rules, and we'll vote on that in April.
Do you expect it will go through?
Say again?
Will the salary cap work?
Well, it's not a salary cap. It's a restraint on overspending.
The Premier League state that the new rules will make the top 20 clubs more sustainable. There are potential downsides as well, though.
They're going to be allowed to make an average level of losses over a number of years, which means that they can get used to these rules as they come in. But if you're starting off with a business that's got turnover of 300 million and one that's got turnover of 50 million, that's clearly not a level playing field. So I think to some extent it will institutionalise the same sort of clubs going up and down every year.
We've got action from week 1 of the Premier League darts, including what happened when Phil Taylor took on Michael van Gerwen in a rerun of this year's World Championship final.
Well, champion Sebastian Vettel has made his winter testing debut on day 3 in Jerez, and his Red Bull team were at lengths to keep the new RB9 away from prying eyes.
Use of prohibited substances, including peptides, hormones and illicit drugs, is widespread amongst professional athletes.
Following on from Lance Armstrong and Europol's investigations, Australia's now been rocked by claims of drug abuse and match fixing in sport. We've got all the details.
Jamie Carragher will retire from football at the end of the season. The defender will play on until the end of the current campaign, his 17th year at Anfield.
4 days after Jamie Carragher started back-to-back Premier League games for the first time this season, came the announcement that he will retire from playing and leave Liverpool Football Club in the summer.
I think he probably would have had another year in him, but he decided to call it a day, and I could see him as a Liverpool manager one day. At the same time, I could see him as a pundit, because I think he's got the capabilities of any of these jobs, and it's down to him what he wants to do.
Carragher's debut came in January '97, and he'll finish second only to Ian Callaghan on Liverpool's all-time appearance list. He's played more European games for the club than any other player, with arguably his defining moment coming in the 2005 Champions League final.
He went down with cramp in normal time, and then in extra time he must have gone down 2, 3, 4 times with cramp, made last-ditch tackles again, cutting crosses out, and he was lying on the floor in agony, and it didn't take him long to get up again and carry on playing.
In 16 years, Carragher has enjoyed 3 League Cup triumphs, 2 FA and European Super Cup wins, as well as the solitary UEFA Cup and Champions League successes. He's also had Liverpool fans dreaming of a team of Carragher's.
Heart and soul, he's everything. Like Gerrard's the engine room, but he's Liverpool through and through, and you just can't buy that.
I've got so much respect for the man and what he's done for the club.